of all, let's just think about where our pelvis is in our body. And imagine that the pelvis is like a bowl, and then you've got your ribs above it. Now, often when we stand, we can be standing with our ribs sat in our pelvis. So just want you to lift the ribs away from the pelvis. You can almost put your fingertips underneath that lower rib and then let it go down again. So from the side, it looks like that. Lift the ribs and stretch up through that front part of the belly, and then let it go. So imagine that ribs are reaching up and lifting, lengthening through that hip joint and through the waist, and then let go. And again, so reach that rib cage, lift, hold it here. Let's take some 3 deep breaths. Breathe in and exhale out through the lips. And again, breathe in. Make that shushing sound if you can as you breathe out slowly and long and really mindfully. And then just start to roll the shoulders here. Nice and free, just opening the chest and keeping that spine lifted so the ribs are away from that pelvis, the bowl of the pelvis. And then just do some circle round with the hips. And as you can see, I'm going ever so gently, just noticing what's happening to my body. When you are injured or you have soreness somewhere, often other muscles start to tense up and your body's in a stressed state. So all the time I'm just doing some movement, change direction, some breath work, so that my body has a chance to repair, if nothing else. When it's in stress state, it's not likely to repair as well as if you're in relaxed state. Okay, now take the arms, relax them to the side and just reach to the side. Let the head drop and then come back the other way. And again. Reaching down, head is relaxed. Just let it float. If this is too much, that it's setting your balance off, but think about that your ribs are still just swinging side to side over the top of this pelvis, which is completely stable. One more time. Okay, put your fingertips on your hip bones and the lower rib, and then tilt the pelvis and let it go back. Now soften the knees a little bit here, just to get a little bit more flexion into that lower spine. Release. Tuck the pelvis under and release. So your tailbone is tucking right under. Squeeze the buttocks at the same time. Good. Squeeze and release. One more time. Hold now into your neutral spine, if you know where that is. We're going to lift one leg up. So standing in one leg, lift the knee. Slowly, and then drop it down. Change legs, just lift the leg. I'm not going to lift this knee very high. And then change. So we're just transferring the weight into each of the feet, and you're feeling that transfer of the weight on the base of the foot, in the sole of the foot. And also feeling the hip flexors. Mindfully, slowly, jumping into that parasympathetic nervous system, I hope, and then relax it here. Just swing the body, the arms around the body, do whatever you like with your hips, just be free here. Free movement, looking behind your shoulder, your shoulders are relaxed. One more time. And then deep breath in, stretching up tall. Lift up to the ceiling, reaching up through that back. Now, think now again about that rib cage, reaching away. So you're getting more length here through that waist. Take your band and just rest it on your legs. And we're just going to lift up just above the head, elbows are bent. And then take it back. So with the band, it just helps us to get a little bit more stretch on the shoulders. And I want you to pull the band a little bit. So you're pulling your band a little bit. And then down. So it goes up for 1, stretch for 2, down for 3, pause, up for 1, stretch for 2, down for 3, and pause. One more time. Reach it over. Go a little bit deeper and wider, and behind you a little bit deeper if you can. And then come back. So you're going to feel the pectorals just stretching here. Stretching. You can notice my arms aren't level. I'm feeling completely imbalanced because of my injury. Just notice that. Good, one more time. Excellent, lovely. You just swing one arm one side and then the other. So just waking up the deltoids, that's the top part of the shoulder. Breathing and moving. And that's what this morning's class is all about. Good. Now put the band onto the front of your thighs and arms are straight, shoulders are back and down. You're going to stretch behind you. Then take the band over the head as far as you can. Then come back onto the legs, press against the legs, arms. So a little bit of muscle work goes a long way to mobilise your muscles and bones and joints, okay? So just to activate the muscle can alleviate pain, it can alleviate tension. So this is what we're doing here. Just putting a little bit of tension on the band. So stretch, down to the legs, push against the legs behind you. Just do that one more time. That's really warming up my deltoids. Good, one more time. Just let it stretch. Lovely. Now you're going to go into a squat now. So get into your parallel legs position and just make sure the weight is in the heels. Bend the knees and then sit down into that squat and lift up. Now I'm literally doing the first level of the squat. This is as far as I'm going to go. I'm just going to reach my hips back and then squeeze your bottom under. So imagine I am squatting, but it's absolutely the first level. But take your band in front of you as you do that. Make sure your knees are tracking your feet. This is absolutely my issue. If you've got flat feet, your knees can turn inwards when you do a squat. So I want you to really imagine and think that your knees are going over your third toe as you squat. Yeah? So look down and make sure that's happening, the tracking. If not, just open the feet a little bit and we'll get into the glutes more. I'm just going to open my feet to 10 to 2 because this is much more comfortable for the knee line. Really gently. Right, now we're going to just go down into the squat and then you've got your band here. You're going to stretch the band in the lower part of the squat, release, and then stand up. Reach it forward, squat, stretch, back, and stand up. So really the tiniest of moves. I'm really at that first level here. Stretch, here, and move. So we can start to feel those back extensors working. Drawing that tailbone, drawing in that belly, breathing. One more time, and then relax. Okay, you're going to hold on to the chair or something. I'm going to hold on to my beam. And then you're just going to raise the leg to the side and bring it back and then swing it forward and then swing it back. So squeeze the glute here. So raise it a little bit to the side, swing it forward, but like a little kick, but you're going to feel your thigh and then you're going to swing it back. So we're just getting into the glute med here, then a little bit of hip flexor work here, and then a glute max here. Do that again. So a little bit of muscle activation before we start that stretching. And then back. Good. Lift the leg to the side. Bring it forward. Take it back. Squeeze the glute and take a rest. So tiny moves, but they are making a difference. I can feel it. We'll just go here so I can hold on to this. So again, the other side. Lift the leg. Just kick it forward with a straight leg. Feel that hip flexor. Squeeze the glute behind. I'm holding on to my beam here. Lift the leg to the side. Swing it forward, not too high. And then squeeze it back into that glute. Side here, glute med, hip flexor, glute max at the back. One more time, out to the side, forward with the leg, and take it back, hold, and rest. Okay, we're going to do a simple balance exercise. So I want you to notice where you can balance. I'm not going to do this, and I want you to, I'm going to count you through because I want you to breathe when you're balancing. So you can just stand on one leg if you want to. I might be able to do that. Let's try it. Okay, you can just stand and hover one leg, and we're going to breathe 3 deep breaths when we're here. Take a deep breath in and exhale out. And again, deep breath in. So if you want to take that leg behind and do the T style, you can. And exhale out. Take a deep breath in and exhale out. Change legs, challenge your balance. Your foot can go wherever it likes. Lifting, holding. Now you can take the leg behind if you want to, do what you like. So take a nice deep breath in and exhale out. Feel those tummies contracting. Keep that on that one leg. Take a deep breath in, draw it in, and then exhale out. And again, inhale, nice deep breath in, and exhale out. All right, we're going to sit on your chair now. So let's just get your chair out slowly. Very, very slowly. Everything's here. Okay, here we go. So legs are nice and in line. Just knees are bent, keep nice and controlled. And we're going to do some upper back work here. So we're going to take the hands to the back of the head. So on the back of that head there, on that little sticky out bit, or if you feel that's too much for the shoulders, you can go to your temples or to your forehead. So really we want to extend that back so you'll feel your shoulder blades tweaking together, yeah? Well, this is really good. I can slide around like that. It's quite useful. All right, so here, make sure the shoulders are down from the ears, because if we've been bunched up here, it's too much. So if you feel you're bunched up, you may need to take your hands away so that your shoulders come out to the sides. So what is pulling your elbows each side? So you're going to go there, and then you're going to just rotate to the side, and then come back in, change. So the legs are staying where they are. Again, this is mobility, and as we move through this is also stretching the vital muscles. The fascia loves this gentle movement in that rotation particularly. Good. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale as you move. Now here we're going to just take your elbows back. So from the side it looks like this. So just reach the elbows back and then bring them both in and touch them in the center. Now if you're getting tension in the neck or the trapezius here, then just be careful. If you need to drop the arms and do it like this. But what we're trying to do is establish some warmth, keep going, in between those shoulder blades, not in the neck. We don't want it here in the trapezius. We want to keep it low into that bra strap area of the body. Open and then close. And each one you should feel that you're getting a little bit deeper into that upper back. Keep that spine lifted. You're on that chair. You're not sitting at the back of the chair. Hold it here. Now we're going to drop to the side. And then bring it back in. Now when you bring it back up, imagine lifting and up to the top so that you're not slumping into this and flexing forward. You've still got that lift, you still have a connection. You're exhaling, you're lifting up, and then you're going down to the side. So imagine your body is in the double glazing within the two pieces of glass. Inhale, exhale, draw up, draw up, draw up, draw up. And then relax. So all the time, imagine there's someone with a string at the top of your head. You're like a puppet, and someone's lifting you up to the ceiling. Good. And you might feel that your legs are just connecting, your feet connecting to the floor. So let's put all that nicely together. Bring the elbows in, touch. Open the chest. Reach to the side. On the right I am. Come here and then rotate right. Into the center. Touch the elbows together. Open it back. If there's too much tension in that neck, take a rest. Go to the side, into the middle, rotate to the left, and then relax the arms down. All right, we're going to do a little bit of mobility for the arms with the band as well. Or actually, we'll do some leg work here. We'll have a little rest. Put the band into 2 pieces and then place it, so open the legs a little bit wider, place it on the thigh. I'm going to just start on my right leg. So the left foot is your stability, your back is still straight, your arms are straight, and they're your stability arms here. We're going to lift the knee against the band and then drop it down. So you're going to feel your thigh here. So try and keep it lifting up, stretch, and just a little bit of activation. Keep the back straight, the arms are straight. You should feel a little bit of core work lower and also in the groin area. One more on that leg. Exhale. Inhale, relax. Let's do the other side. So place it just above your knee. I've got mine. Now this is my great side. So activation of the hip. Activation of the thigh here. Keep those arms straight. Keep the back straight. Good. Just one more time. Activate that thigh and then relax. We're going to do the roll down. Like we do roll down on the standing up. We're actually going to do it on the chair. So you need to wiggle to the front of the chair. Take the legs wide, and we start with that lovely straight spine. Yeah, nice straight spine here. You're in neutral, you've got connection through the core, your neck is nice in line with your spine and your head's pointing towards the ceiling. Really, really reach up through that spine. No slumping here, okay? So we'll do now, the chin comes down, stretch the back of the neck, then go through the bra strap area. Rolling down the spine, let your arms drop to the side of the legs if you can. Completely flex the back here. And then we exhale, we roll up slowly from the tailbone. It sits on that chair. And then we stack the spine from there. And the final thing is that your head comes up. Now if you want to do this standing, please do so. But I'm going to stay on the chair. Knees are nice and wide so your body can go into the centre. Chin to chest. Rolling down the spine, flexing, letting your arms just hang to the side of your feet. Take an inhale, exhale, peel yourself back up. Stacking the spine, lifting through the crown of the head, finally lift. Let's put the breath with it. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, curl down. Breathe normally, and then at the bottom take a nice deep inhale and exhale, roll up. It does feel different when you put that breath to it. Take an inhale to start, exhale, curl down. Now if you have any issues with that lower back and this is not great for it, don't do it. Simple as that. Inhale at the bottom, exhale, rolling up, rolling up, rolling up, and lifting through the spine. Lovely. Back here. Right, so again, you're sitting at the front of the chair, your knees are wide, and you're going to lean. I'm going to lean on my right knee. So the body is lifted here, the rib cage is tucked, rib cage is tight here, but it's lengthened here. And then I'm going to reach this arm up to the ceiling and lengthen. So imagine someone's pulling your shoulder almost. So it's opposition. Your arm is connecting still with the right leg, but you're reaching over the head here. Legs are nice and wide. Then you come back up, push against the leg. As you come back up, push against the leg and open that chest outside. Imagine someone's reaching your arm towards that wall, but keep the spine where it is. Let's go to the other side. Left arm on. Reaching this arm up. Lengthen the spine and the rib cage over that side. Just nice, long, slow stretch here. Pointing those fingers, keeping the hips down onto the seat. And then bring it back up. Lift, 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 lift. And then change again. Reach it up first. Take it over, keeping that spine just in that double glazing. Keeping the hip down. So the opposition here is that I'm pushing this hip down into the seat whilst I'm pushing this arm the other way. It's like all the time, when I say opposition, it's like tug of war of the body. Okay, so one side and the other side, they're pulling against each other. It just adds that tension and lengthen. It really helps the length. So if you're just to stretch one side, you can see how it becomes less connected. So I want to connect everything. So this is pushing into the leg as I reach up and then I lift away, and the hip is pushing down onto the seat here. Take breath and then bring it back. Now put your hand where it was, and we're going to reach that hand now towards the ankle of that leg, and then open a little bit deeper here. Again, your sit bones are still on. I can't move the camera because that means I've got to get up and it will hurt my knee. I know it will. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing there. I'm just sliding down to my leg and this arm is lifting up. So this is a little bit more of a extended version of what we've just done, but you're going to get right into that lower spine and the lower lumbar spine, a bit of waist, but that QL muscle, that big like fillet steak muscle as I call it, and then open here. Now reach the arms to the side and the fingertips are facing out towards the walls and your palms are facing the ceiling. Just roll the shoulders, relax that here. Keep there with the nice hanging of the arms and just look to the side with your head, and let's stretch the neck. Take an inhale, exhale, round to the other side. So remember this, relax. If you feel too much tension in the arms, you can just put them on your legs here. I really want you to feel that spine still lifting, still as if someone had got you like a puppet, reaching, and also there's someone anchoring you down to the chair with your tailbone. Keep visualizing that spine. Good. Into the center. Now drop one ear to the shoulder. Chin down. Mine was lifting then. And then lift up, reach to the ceiling with that puppet string, and then ear. Oh, that's good. And then in. All right, now float the arms to the side. Now you're going to reach one arm up just to shoulder height, and I really want you to feel the bicep lengthen here. So I want you to really stretch out the elbow. Then bring that elbow back in. Exhale, stretch out that elbow. And then bring it back in. Exhale, out. Inhale, back. So as you bring that arm back in, think about the stability of the shoulders and that shoulder blade and the lat muscle. So this bit here is contracting as you go down. Let's go both arms. Reach it out. Exhale, draw it in. One more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lovely work. Okay, so we've got a nice stretch going on there. So now we're going to attempt to get down on the floor. Bear with me. Get your mats. Don't get up. Just get myself settled. I think that's all right. All right, so gently down on the floor. We're going straight onto our backs. And if you can, put your feet on the chair, but make sure the chair is secure. I'm going to put my feet on the wall here, I think. Just move that. Have your band close by, maybe a cushion as well. And you want to be wiggling your bum as close as you can to the wall. So that we're going to put our feet on the wall. This is a great relaxed position to be in. Take your legs and just put them on the wall. Now, I've got my knees bent, but you can have straight legs if you want to. Got my head on the cushion and the arms are relaxed. I want you to just take some breaths here. Just take a few moments, breathe in. And exhale out. And again. Breathe in. Deep breath right into those ribs. And exhale out. So this signals to the body to get into that rest and relax position. Body. Taking all the stress away, mind and body. It's like a way to make your body more resilient. You need to do this on a regular basis if you can. Okay, so we're going to place our soles of our feet on the wall now. And all I want you to do is press the feet into the wall. So you're going to feel the activation of the back of the thighs. The arms can just be floating. I'll keep it just easy here. And then relax. Now as you do that, you're going to feel your back in the mat, and that's what we want. We'll press the back in the mat. Your bottom's still down, tailbone's lifting a little bit, but nothing too drastic. And you'll feel your abs are feeling shorter. And then relax. So you can see what we're going to do now. We're going to go into a bridge, but it's quite a high bridge. So be careful. I really want you to feel every bone in that lower spine. So tailbone here, and then press down. And then roll up the spine, pressing the feet into the wall or your chair, whatever you've got. Now I'm just here, I've got a lovely curve and it's really stretching that lower spine. And then relax down, one vertebra at a time, placing it back down onto the floor, and then relax it here. Do that again, exhale, pushing the back in, lifting the bottom and the spine, stretching. And just relax where you feel comfortable with your feet. It might be a bit higher than mine, whatever you feel for you, but make sure the soles of the feet are fully on so that we have that close connection, and roll down. This should feel good. Let's go to the next level of the squat. Pushing up, lifting up through the spine. I keep one leg on the wall, the other leg is floating. Now I've got my knee bent because this is my knee. You can straighten the leg here if you want to. Place it back onto the wall and then roll down the spine. And then do the other side. So rolling up, pressing that back into the floor, lifting. So there's a lot of strength going on the back of the legs. Lift that leg off, stretch it if you can there. It doesn't matter if you're there like I was just with the other leg. Drop it down. And release down. So you're going to feel that hamstring. Pushing that back in the mat, lifting up. Float that leg. Extend as if you can. Feel that tension releasing from the back of the leg. Coming slowly back. And bring it back down. Alright, stay here and grab your band. You can rest your legs with your heels on the wall if you want to. So nice long band, quite stretchy, nice and wide with the shoulders. And we're going to just drop the hands, the band on the legs, and then we're going to take it overhead. I'm just going to lose my cushion. Chin is down, just feel the connection on the floor, arms pressing down, and then you're just going onto the legs. And again, so your back is in the mat. I want you to feel that your abs are on here. Just again, feeling the shoulders, and then hold it over the head, and then pull the band on the floor so you've got some tension in your arms. And then as you come up, you're going to curl the upper back so you've got an abdominal stretch and tension here, and then allow it to go away. And again, exhale, roll up slowly. And then slowly back down. So the abs at the front of the belly now. Also a little bit of movement through the arms. You've got a bit of tension there because you're pulling the band. And then down we go. Oh, just take a rest. Take a rest. Okay, we're slowly going to come away from the wall, if you can. And I want you to line your back here and put the band around one of the legs. And make it nice and flat on your foot if you can, so you've got some footwork now. So one foot is on the floor, the other knee is bent. Okay, we're going to hold the band quite tight, so make it tight so you've got some tension there and your legs having to push away a little bit. But all I want to do here is press through the foot and feel the Achilles and the ankle working. So point the toe, press the heel. The knee can be bent. The knee is better if it is bent actually. So feel that motion through the foot, lengthening the calf. Now point the toe, hold the point, really press through the toes, and then go the other way, stretch the Achilles, hold. Now bring the other leg up to tabletop and then drop it back down. So keep the foot where it is on the band. The other leg is coming up and down. So a little bit of abdominal work there with the knee drop, leg drop, toe drop, whatever you like to call it. Keep the elbows on the floor so the upper back is quite released. Still got that flexion on that other leg and the knee and the foot and the hip, all in line. Hold that leg up now. Now we're going to take the knee to the side. Keep the other leg stable. This is stability through the other side. The one leg that's moving, we are encouraging that hip opening. Keeping those hips down. Pelvis is stable. Leg to the side. And then gently bring it down. Now I'm going to switch legs hop mid-air because it's just easier. Place the other leg down. Okay, the other leg. So let's start with the footwork. Point the toe, press the heel, feel your calf stretching, your Achilles. Maybe make the band a little tighter to make that little work a bit harder through the foot. Point the toe, really press into the toes. Notice even your little toe pressing on that band, and then go the other way and hold it in flexion whilst we lift the left knee up and down off the floor. Now that isn't great for me, so you keep lifting that leg. I'll just lift that leg up and down. I can't do that, so I want you to lift your left leg and drop the left leg. Keep going. Lift the left leg and drop the left leg. And use the breath, work with it. Feel the abdominals. And in, bring that leg in. And drop the leg down. Okay, hold it into tabletop now. And then take the shin to the side. So your right foot is in stability. The left leg is coming in and out to the side, like we did on the other side. So out to the side with your left leg and in. So all the time, the right leg is staying exactly where it is. Out to the side and in. And do one more time. Out to the side and in. Lovely. All right, we're going to lie on our sides now. I'm going to grab my cushion slowly. So let's get comfy because we want to be down training the stress system, which is, for me, on alert at the moment. Now, bring the knees into sitting, coming off the chair. I've got my arm underneath the pillow and the pillow's between my arm and my ear over here. Now here, all I'm going to do is press that hip towards that wall, and as I do that, it lifts my waist off the floor. And then I drop it back down. So imagine just reaching that hip, it's pushing that way, and then dropping that down. So that really is a simple hip and also a waist exercise. I want you to exhale as you do it. Exhale and inhale. Where's the music going? Exhale and inhale. Keep going. All right, now, so keep that hips in alignment. So they're stacked. Here, they're not stacked. Can you see? There's an angle, but keep them in that stacked position. And then we're going to take that top leg and open it out. So the shin is leading, the knee is in line with the heel, and then drop it down. So this is a really, really small movement. I'm just being mindful of what's happening here. Keep that hip in alignment. Nice stacking through the hip. Maybe flex the foot to feel the tension a little bit. One more time. Now gently extend the leg out and slide it onto the floor so the weight of the leg is feeling straight. Now I can't manage to do that so myself, so keep our legs really straight there, and then just reach that arm and grab the wrist on the other arm and just pull yourself. So again, you're going to feel that waist lifting off the floor. Let me see if I can do it with that leg underneath it. Yeah, that's better for me because I need stability through that knee. So keep that length, try and stretch here. So we get a nice stretch on the hip flexor, you've got a waist gap here, and you're just, again, lengthening through that spine and feeling that lift and a reach. You're going to be taller when you finish this class. Connect to the breath. And then relax. Okay, we need to go to the other side. Are we ready? Oh God. This is so unlike me. I'm normally dashing around, flicking from one side to the other. So it's all new territory, which is probably a good thing. So my body's telling me something. Slow down. So we'll slow down. But all the time in the world anyway now, haven't we? So again, we're in that fall off the chair position. Arms here. So again, all you're going to do is press that hip down away. Feel that waist gap. So reaching that hip towards that wall. You can use your arm as well to help it. So encourage it with pushing the arm away as well. Keeping the other feet together. The bunions are touching, the heels are touching. Lengthen, lengthen. One more time, reach that hip away. Hold it now. So we're in neutral. The hips are in line, they're not dropped or lifted. Okay, so just keep them in line and then lift that top leg. It's quite heavy. We call this the diamond clam because it works a specific muscle that attaches to the pelvic floor. This muscle is called the obturatus internus. So let's put some breath with it. Exhale as you lift. Inhale down. And again, exhale, lift. Inhale down. Try and keep that foot in alignment as well. Exhale, lift. Maybe press this other leg into the floor as well to create that opposition. Press it. And down. Just one more. My leg feels very heavy. Press it up. And bring it down. So a little bit of glute med work there as well. Lengthen that leg. Reach that arm. Just pull. Imagine you're pulling your wrist. Someone's pulling your leg that way. So again, opposition creates a gap here in your waist, and hold. Take some breaths. And again, breathing. And exhale. Okay, relax. Coming to sitting with the legs in front of you. So again, if you find that tricky, you may want to sit on a cushion, or if you have your hog close by, you could do that. Okay, so you don't have to be completely wide with these legs. Just see what's happening with the feet. Make sure they're in line with that knee. And hold it there. So we want to lift up through the spine and feel a nice extension as we did before. Just roll the shoulders, feel relaxed. Sit bones are rammed onto the floor. And we're just going to reach that arm to the side. We've done a lot on that waist because my hips are stiff. Now with this hand, you're going to reach down to each toe, touch each toe, and then bring it back up. One hand on the floor, touch each or shin, at least the shin. Try go with the shin. And we're just moving through this like a big circle. It's like you're drawing a circle with your hand. Touch the toe, touch the toe. Open it wide out to the side. Again, it's the shoulder as well. Lower back, easing off anything, any tension. Use the breath with it. It can be really rhythmical and relaxing. And when you're relaxed, your body will give in a little bit more. And then let's just do the other side. So reach the arm up, turn towards this toe if you can, or shin or ankle, as far as you can go. It feels comfortable to you, and then roll it round. The other hand is supporting you on that side. Oh, this feels good. Just let go. Tension. Inhale. And exhale. Oh, one more time. And then reach up to the spine, towards the ceiling again. Take a nice deep breath in. Breathe out. Do that again. Breathe in. And exhale. Fingertips touching. Think about the fingertips. Think about the shoulders. Breathing in. And then rest it down. Good work. Give yourself a clap. Hope you